What's up, Taiwan? I'm Yvonne Yang with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan is not traditionally considered a space power, but the country is making new headway in the international space race with a collaborative mission that's set to be a milestone not just for Taiwan, but for the whole Asia-Pacific region. Joyce Zhen has more.
Humanity has always looked to the stars and sought new ways to learn more about them. That's precisely the goal of this team at Taiwan's National Space Agency, TASA, study the stars as part of a Milestone rideshare flight under a subsidiary of British defense firm BAE Systems, a mission codenamed Faraday Dragon. Frank Lowe says it's a unique opportunity for Taiwan. He supervises TASA's Global Cooperation Office, and he says that the mission scheduled to launch next year is much more than just a partnership between Taiwan and the UK.
It hosts roughly about 16 payloads from various institutes and different countries. It actually provides a good platform for TASA, through this platform, to cooperate and collaborate and to have the dialogue with other stakeholders in the Faraday program.
The satellite, designed by In-Space Missions, is set to carry a host of devices made by Taiwan, Thailand, the Philippines, and Singapore. It comes as BAE Systems looks to carve out a bigger stake in a booming commercial space sector, looking to take on frontrunners like SpaceX. Taiwan is still working on building up its own rocket launch capabilities. So for now, ride-sharing is the main way to send its devices into space and rack up their flight heritage, a sort of mileage count to prove that its devices work up there and work reliably. For this mission, TASA has selected its Star Tracker. Stars are a key navigational tool for spacecraft, and the tracker's job is to locate and identify stars so the satellite knows where it is and where it needs to go. Not an easy feat in the pitch blackness of space.
To test to see whether the tracker works, the engineers can run what's called a simulation. Now, this dark screen is not off. It's a model of what the tracker actually sees in space. Now, to the naked eye, you can barely see the specks of white that are the stars. But if you look at this screen, the tracker is not only spotting the stars that are there, but identifying them down to the ID number.
Perfecting homegrown devices like the Star Tracker is key to Taiwan's wider goal of putting more domestically made components and satellites into space. Lowe says the Faraday Dragon mission is a possible turning point for TASA and how it plans future flights of its flagship Formosat program, a series of satellite launches that started in the late 90s, which have achieved various goals like remote sensing and weather observation.
We already carry out and working on our own ride-sharing project. By 2031, actually, we will launch the so-called Formosat 8 and Formosat 9. We already reserve certain space and mass that could accommodate other parties' payload.
Through learning from countries with more advanced space programs, Taiwan is vying to provide its own opportunities for other emerging players to hitch a ride on a Taiwanese satellite to the depths of space and jointly learn more about what lies beyond our Earth. Scott Huang, Howard Zhang, and Joyce Zhen for TaiwanPlus.
Chinese investors are transforming a coastal city in Cambodia into what they hope will be a booming casino resort. But it's been met with mixed reception from locals. Izzy Wells reports.
Construction workers labor away in the heat of Cambodia's Sihanoukville. Once a collection of fishing villages, this coastal city is being revamped by Chinese investors into a casino hub. Sihanoukville is a key participant in Beijing's Belt and Road Initiative, an international development project meant to enhance global trade routes. And the local government is keen to keep the funds flowing in.
China also invests not only in Sihanoukville, not only in Cambodia, but also in the region too. So we are the one of the competitor too, who can try to bring Chinese investment to the country too.
But it's not just a philanthropic endeavor from China. Cambodia is a crucial ally in a region where Beijing is at odds with many other countries over its claims to much of the South China Sea. China stands as Cambodia's largest investor and trading partner, and it is owed over $3.6 billion by Phnom Penh, all seen as part of its efforts to build a strategic foothold in the region. And while the investments are welcomed by Cambodia's government, not everyone shares the sentiment.
Some of the projects have been too mega, too quickly, and there's no organic demand for them.
Many of the skyscrapers now towering over Sihanoukville remain empty, leading some people to see this as a ghost town. And it's not the only pitfall. Sihanoukville's designation as a special economic zone, where gambling is legal for foreign tourists, has also attracted criminal gangs and their operations.
Because of our addiction to free, fast, easy money, we continue to allow, for example, scams and bad actors to come in.
But at this roadside shop, food vendor Wang Guohua shows no concerns for the darker side of rapid growth.
我们肯定希望两国的关系会越来越好嘛，是吧？对我们来说，我们这个来说那是更好的嘛。
For Wang, the strong friendship between Cambodia and China is good for business. And as developers hurry on with the latest resort constructions, people here can only hope their gamble pays off in the long run. Klein Wang and Izzy Wells for TaiwanPlus.
In Indonesia, the local film industry is making a big comeback with some help from homegrown horror stories. Lauren Pettimore reports.
Indonesian cinema is seeing a resurgence, and it's stories like this one, taken from local folklore, that are topping the box office. In Indonesia, horror fills seats, making up 70% of all movie admissions last year, with over 50 million tickets sold.
The stories are so familiar with us because we heard about this kind of stories since we were a children. That's why it's very, very close to our culture, to our memory.
The film resurgence started from 2010 with new independent filmmakers turning to high-quality horror films, focusing on local stories. Some of these directors are now going commercial, paving the way for more projects. Indonesia produced 258 films last year, and 60% were horror.
Kalau Indonesia, mereka lebih menonjolkan kayak kearifan lokalnya di setannya gitu. Entah kayak itu pocong atau kuntilanak. Nah, kalau untuk di luar negeri, mereka lebih kayak ke demon, iblis, kayak gitulah.
That's Pocong, the spirit of a dead person wrapped in burial cloth, doomed to wander the earth, and well known and feared in Indonesian folklore. With such strong local support, Indonesia's film industry contributed $8.2 billion to the economy in 2022. And it's not yet peaked. Analysts project 6% growth by 2027 as Indonesian films reach more international audiences.
Our movies are already wanted in Southeast Asia, in Asia, and some of them are traveling to the Western world. And yeah, we hope that our audience getting bigger and bigger.
By going local, Indonesia's film industry is aiming for the world, meaning you might just see ghosts like Pocong in a cinema near you. Chris Ma and Lauren Pettimore for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Finally, take a look at workers replacing cameras in a river in central Taiwan to live stream the lives of the endangered Formosan landlocked salmon. I'm Yvonne Yang. Take care, and I'll see you next time.